for the current version, we have a fatal flaw. All right, I just want to mention the flaw here. It doesn't mean a flaw. Well, forget it. I don't know, just for reference. Here we ask you these questions. ACK or NAK? How about they are corrupted? Previously, we assumed we can receive it and know it is egg or it is neck. Well, for this one, sender does not know what happened at receiver. Therefore, I don't know it's ACK or it's NAK. How about retransmit? No, it says sender cannot just retransmit, or otherwise we have a problem. Duplicate. Right? In fact, this time it's really natural. We have a Chinese in subtitles, so it is not necessary for me to highlight duplicate. Right? Well, I just followed this, so let me go through directly. Well, even I have a duplicate here, but I think later you just go through quickly. Right? Well, if we retransmit and then we have an extra issue, we need to handle duplicates. Well, sender just retransmit, and if we retransmit and then we need to check duplicate. If we want to handle duplicate, the important things here. Sender adds sequence number to each packet. Why we want to add sequence number to each packet? Because we want to use the sequence number to identify currently we have a duplicate or not. Alright, if we have the sequence number, we allow the receiver to know, well, we have the same packet or not. If we receive same packet, that says we have the duplicate packet. If so, then receiver can discard that duplicate packet. Alright, so because of the problem here, so we have the sequence number. With the sequence number, possibly we can handle duplicates of data. Well, this time we already have the sequence number, and up now we have sequence number 0 and 1 only. Okay, before we go, let me start here. Otherwise, we have the subtitles. And I don't want to have the subtitle to make you confused. So that's why I start here. Well, up now, everything's okay. If everything's okay, and we think about this, we have a mode 1, the pass mode. We don't have any support. And we have mode 2. We have the subtitles in English. I call it closed caption because previously we can use CC on Teams. And finally, we have mode 3. And actually, we call it subtitles. However, subtitles in Chinese. In fact, mode 2 and mode 3, they are subtitles. But mode 2, we only have subtitles in English. And mode 3, we have subtitles in Chinese. All right, up now we have the support for you. Well, think about this. And also we will continue to discuss the further version. Version RDT 2.1. Okay, so are you ready to check the version with the sequence numbers? Here we have the garbled egg and neck. Well, up to now, maybe not correct interpretation. Here we have the key word, garbled. Well, forget it. This is garbled. If so, we have sequence number 0 and 1. Initially, we have sequence number 0. Well, if we have sequence number 0 and receive it, we make the packet. However, we have sequence number 0 here. And once we have the packet, we can send the packet. Well, let us continue. If we send the packet, then we wait egg or neck for this sequence number 0, packet 0. And likewise, similar to the previous version, we can receive and we check corrupt or maybe not corrupt. We can tell it is NAK, then we can resend. Or otherwise, we receive it, but not corrupted. And it is egg, then everything's okay and do nothing, so that we can change that to the next one. Next one, this time we have a sequence number. Therefore, from sequence number 0 to sequence number 1. Okay, that's it. This is the description for the part of sending sequence number 0. As for the remaining part, it's really easy. We have sequence number 1, and we have sequence number 1, and the operations the same as the operation for sequence number 0, and that's all. All right, up now, is it okay? If it is okay, then we use this way, but extend the previous FSM to the current FSM. And so that we have the double size for the FSM. Right? Okay, that's it. So this is the new version. And let me stop here. All right, let us take a rest. Well, before I go, I just want to let you know about the subtitles here. I can define spoken language in English. Subtitle previously in Chinese, but this time, let us switch back to English. Okay, so let us continue. Before I go to the next slide, let me check 0 and 1 again. 0 and 1, they are sequence number. Right? So 0 and 1, sequence number. This time we have a sequence number 0, 1. And so that the pattern should be the pattern should be 0, 1, 0, 1, and we can use the patterns. Alright, so 0 and 1 and 0, 1, what it means? Previously, one student asked me why we have 0 and 1. Someone like if you go to most burger, you will have the number, right? And this time the number is 0 and 1 only. And later we want to know 0 and 1. Can 0 and 1 suffice if we only have the two choices? And actually, we want to know yes, 0 and 1, that's enough for the current discussion. And also, previously, keep in mind, we have the description for the sending side. And we don't have the description for FSM of the receiving side. So this time, we'll check receiver. And for receiver, we will have the problem. Duplicate or not. If we have the duplicate packet, and then we need to drop it. Well, if so, we need to check it when we have the duplicate packets. Well, the same for receiver, because we start from 0, so of course we start from these, waiting for sequence number 0. And we get it, and this time we don't know what happens. So the received packet, in fact, it is a corrupted packet. Therefore, we need to mark the packet NAK. And this time, NAK, we have a checksum because the sender needs to make sure, can we receive NAK properly? All right, so for that purpose, we need to have a checksum. If so, then we can return this NAK, so send NAK. Or otherwise, receive not corrupted, and we have sequence number 1. Think about this again. We wait for packet of sequence number 0, but you get packet 1. What that means? It is an old packet. That says it is the duplicate packet. If it is a duplicate packet, then if you imagine you fail to notice all the details here, and think about this, if you get these, should you use ACK or NAK? This time, because we have the answer here, it's an ACK. why we send ACK rather than NAK? Well, think for maybe 1 minute. Why ACK but not NAK? Okay, I ask you to think about this shortly. And right now, the answer is, if we have this packet 1, it's an old packet. If you send NAK, what happens? For the receiver, it thought it's wrong, so the sender needs to resend packet 1, right? If we send ACK, that says we notify the receiver. Well, for packet 1, everything's okay, so stop it. No, actually stop sending. No more packet 1. Well, up now, understand why we use ACK but not NAK. Understand this? If yes, raise your hands. Okay, yes, you understand me. Well, actually, ACK just wants to notify sender about the current packet 1 regarding the part packet 1. Everything's okay. Please feel safe and start sending that packet 1. Because right now, I want to receive the new packet 0. Well, up now, I think you understand me, right? So should I speak in Chinese? Let you know this? Yes or no? 我快速的讲一下，我现在收到的是1，可是我想要收的是0。那现在的字幕都不要管它，因为它乱翻的。我收到是1，我是用 ACK 是要告诉 sender 说，对了，不要再送了，那就请停下来吧。按照广告的术语就是卖够卡，这样听懂吗？啊，那就是这个意思。所以就是用 ACK 去停止这个动作，没问题哈。好，你看一下上面全部都是完全不对，这一段就不要去管它了哈。那所以我昨天用了这之后，有一个比较具体的说法是，如果说是英文的时候，我一个中文都不能说，然后他如果说是中文，就让他去吧，我也没办法，所以一切都是微软的一个目前的 AI 的做法哈，因为它辨识。Okay, so let me get back to this. I think you understand. This time we use ACK but not NAK because we want to make the sender stop sending. Because of that, we have ACK rather than NAK. Well, for the two situations, correctly, so we have NAK. Now the packet we want to get, we need to send ACK. And if we have the final one, we get it not corrupted, and we have sequence number 0. Bingo, that's it, we want to get it. Right? If that's it, we want to get it. Well, we can extract, and so that we can deliver. And finally, we send egg. This egg actually is the proper reception, so we have egg. Well, we only have these. As for the others, I have a cut here. No, I don't have a cat. I have a cat here. So that's why I didn't know, forget it. Alright, so for the remaining half, I think you can refer to this one so that you can understand why. Alright, so about the part here. Currently, I skip it. Alright, so I think you can check it and you understand the remaining part or not.